Welcome back for my fifth class. Is the fifth class right? Yeah, fifth class. Fifth class on Jira, and I guess I can minimize it. This is really good. I hope Udemy doesn't reject my classes. This open source tools. I'm using this open source, and these are creating some background noise. So I hope this noise is not too much for you to understand. So I guess it should be good. But moving forward, maybe I'll be using a better tool. But for now, I'll try to manage with this. Okay. So what we are talking about here is so Jira. So overall Jira we are tracking, right, in the cloud and how to use it. So by this time you might have got some hold on Jira. If not, I will recommend you to get hold of this access to the Jira. If you are really serious, if you're really serious to know about this, you want to go, get access, get into it, try to understand it. Don't delete it. If you don't understand, just leave it. Or you might, you can, help is always there. You can help it. Go to help, or you can reach out to me. Probably you'll be having my email ID, or you can, contact me. Contact Udemy customer, or try to get my email ID or something like that. You can do that. Just don't delete it. This is a very important thing. And lot more people are using this. I'm giving you access for your understanding, for your practice, for your knowledge, for to get used to this software. But moving forward, this might get old, so that's a different story. But we will be using this one. For now we'll be using this one. So there will be probably there will be one more class after this. That will be Confluence, Jira and Confluence, and this class is for what is this class for? Yeah, this class is for creating reports. Okay, creating reports. I know you actually don't create reports. Actually, the reports already show up. So let's find out. Actually, let's go to this project. Let's see here. I don't think they have this reports in. So if you see here, right? When I created this one. There's no report in this, do they? Let's find out. When we create, there is report. There is report here. So reports are important. Awaiting completed sprint. Okay, let's not worry about that. So we'll go to different project actually. Just go to this here and see. I'll go to, so whenever you don't know and you're lost, you can go to home. So home is always there, you just click this button and go to home and go to the project section and figure it out which project you will be working on. Because see, whenever you're working on the Jira project, Jira, and you want to go inside the project, without going to project you can't do anything. Although you can do, I'm not saying you can't. Being in the dashboard, you can click here and create. If you're a pro guy, even if I'm a pro, I don't do this thing. I just don't go here in the dashboard and go ahead and click on this. No, I don't do that. You can do that if you're a pro and you know how to use this. So it's up to you. But that's not the point. So here what we are looking here is a good project for our reports. All right, so this is, so we'll go to let's go to, okay, we'll try to see this 2 reports. Okay, and our reports is something which is actually done by Scrum Master. Although QA lead might be following up a lot with this, But let's say your boss said he wants project report or defects report by end of the day. Now your boss demands, and you have to email them or give them as a hard copy. In a hard copy, I always give through emails. I don't give a hard copy anymore. Hard copies don't, we don't waste paper on this reports. Okay, so here if you see here we have boards. This is the project what we are working on. All right, we can select projects. Again, create project. This is the same thing actually. This thing never changed. Okay, never mind. Go to the report section. We have discussed about issues and filters. We have created user story. We have created a test cases. We have created defects. Now reports. Report is not something to create it. Here, let's see here. Now there are various kinds of reports. Okay. All right. Oh wow. These guys have a lot of reports here. Now hip test traceability matrix. So here the hip test is actually a third-party plugin. You see here, this is plugin. But if you want to see this plugin, actually, you want to go to this my open issues. So let's see that plugin. Where exactly is that plugin is located at? So here you see there open hip test scenarios. Go ahead and click on this. No, I don't want to do this. You can go ahead and click on this demo something, not required at this point of time, but yeah, it's good to know that it is a traceability matrix. Guess what, we'll try this. This is good to know. We'll try to see this traceability matrix. So we know this is plugin and we don't have login for this. Too bad. You have to actually log into hip test. I don't think I have login access. No, I don't have login, so we'll not just worry about it. So what will you need this third-party plugin, and third-party should login, and plugins are expensive. They have paid apps actually. So the traceability matrix. Let's talk about RTM. There is something called, so this is traceability. We have this RTM, requirement traceability matrix. The meaning of RTM is all the test case should at least match one requirement. So that's the RTM. So you can view this in hip test. If you have a test account, go ahead and connect it. You can do that. But we'll see few of the reports here. This is related to okay. This is more of waterfall methodology reports. This is not agile reports. How do I know? That's a very good question. The point is, in agile you don't have such kind of reports. In agile you have burn down charts, burn up charts. Wait a minute. Let's just. Why am I just explaining? I'll just show you just like that. This thing shows a lot of information here. So rules. Actually, I've already gone through this. I'm not going through this actually. So just we'll talk about this. Oh, here you go. This is a report. See here, I'm sorry. This is a sample burn down report chart. Okay, you can call it as chart. You don't want to expand it. This is the chart. Let's talk about this a little bit. Not now. We'll not talk about this now, but we'll go through this actually. The reports are here: sprint burn down chart, burn up chart, velocity spike, traceability. So these are charts what we'll be using in agile, but this is not agile. If you see here, there's nothing called burn down chart, burn up chart here. All right. So we'll go to this issue analysis and average age report. Okay. So here, if you have this, you have this option: one hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly. It's up to you. How do you want it? So we really don't have much of this, but I'll just go to yearly, see how big it will be. I'm not sure. Ah, wow, I think I selected too much. Okay, the data is for 1 year, February 2019. And what does it show? It's average age report. Okay, it shows about this 360, not resolved, and this is number of days here on the y axis, and the x axis is the months. No, I'm sorry, the year actually. January, February, months actually. This is so. I'm going to click on this. See what happens. Nothing happens. Okay. This is a report, average age report. Okay. Alright, so that is one. Let's try this for quarterly. How does it look like? You can change the days here. I'll just leave it as default. It's still the same. Okay. So that's about average age report. And let's go back. Oops, not too back. Let's go to the next report actually. So here you're not generating any reports. This is already generated for you, right? The point is you have to look around for these reports. That's the point. You have to go to the report section. You know how to go to the report section, right? Go to the project. You have this option, boards, issue, filters. Go to the report and you click on this. This page will show up and you have to see the reports. Let's see created versus resolved issue report. In a daily, weekly, a monthly, or good with monthly. And this has versions. Good. Go to the next. And this is the created versus resolved issues report. Okay, so red color is created, I guess. So resolved is a green color. Yeah, this one. Number of created means red color, and the resolved the green color in the past 30 days. Okay, so far so good. So this is around 4th January to 1st February. 6 defects were actually reported. Now your boss asks you to print out, it gives, tells you to give this report. Although they can do this, sometimes, they want you to do it, so because they might have some other work and all those things. So alright, so what you want to do is this, you want to go this dot button. This doesn't work. Configure, and you can change the filter. Actually, you can change. Oh, these guys have updated a lot of things. Before there was no filter actually. You're supposed to have only thing what is there. So for you. Okay, so unfortunately there is no PDF format from this. I don't care. What I'll do here is I'll hide this. That's very useful, right? When this is useful here. How? I'll show you. So since I cannot print in PDF format, what I'll do is, since I'm using Google Chrome, it doesn't matter if you are using Firefox. There's a lot of plugins out there. So what I'll do here is go ahead and click on print. Now I'm not printing here anything. Now wow, this is good. Now I will put as save as PDF. This landscape looks good. Landscape looks good, but data is getting slashed, so that's bad. Or more settings if you want. If you want background and graphics, you can get. Oh no, I don't want it. So I'll be sticking to this. Portrait. Portrait is good. A4 size paper. Or you want? How do you want? A0? No, this doesn't look good, I guess. Yeah. A5, this is not good. A4 is good. Alright, this looks good. This should be in one page. Okay. So go ahead and click on this. and I've created a report to save, and I'll save it in dashboard. So we have just created a report. We go back here, and let's see what it looks like. And so whenever your boss requests, right, to give me this report, go ahead and get this report, make it in PDF, just like I did, and you can send this report. Don't, it's not necessary to print. PDF is ready for you, and you can use this. So that's how you can do it. Just delete that, don't require it. Okay, so that was about the reports. We'll go back to the project, go back to reports again. That was created versus resolved issues report. Now we have this pie chart report. Here what you do here is okay, here you have a lot of option. How do you want to filter? So this is kind of filtering. Are you looking for what kind of issues or what kind of versions? What is the priority, which project, and all those things. It's a lot of things. So my guess would be here, or maybe I'll be looking as priority. Like just a random thing, right? Let's try it out. How does it looks like? Great. So we have this report. Now what is this report? Oh, this report is about issues. Okay, this is issues what we have created. Most probably it will be a bugs. I hope it will be a bug, not user stories, and not related to any other, but it's just related to bugs. Actually, how many bugs are there? Okay, so here this pie chart shows that there are 40 medium bugs, and the high priority is the green color, and the highest is, that means production issues. So this is not that helpful. I mean, yes, of course it will be helpful for as a management perspective, but you can do the same thing. Actually, you can just go ahead and click on this print option. Oh no, I did mistake. Let's just hide this thing. I don't want that one, so yeah, this looks good. Now if you want landscape, you can go ahead and landscape. The data actually is getting slashed up, so you cannot work on that. Okay, if you have any other options, you can do this. This is how the report looks like, and you can save it, and you can send it to your dev team, or maybe put it in Confluence. Doesn't matter. Okay. So this is about the issues. So we are talking about most of these issues. So that is about pie chart for 1 month, right? Okay. So again, you have this option of creating, and this is a bar graph. Creating issues. So how many created issues? Let's find out. Weekly, monthly. Also go to the monthly. This is a bar graph. So how many months? January 0, February. This is February, right? February we have created this. 6 unresolved, 2 resolved. Okay. Okay. So this is if you monthly, then you will have this yearly. Then you will just try to see this yearly. Actually, if you have this, I don't think how it shows, but let's find out. Do you have yearly? Yeah, let's find out. Yearly looks supposed to go. I was not expecting this. I was actually expecting 2017, 2016, 2019, but yearly it's showing as only 1 year. That doesn't make sense. But guess what? Maybe we might have an option to we can change this filter actually. You can also do with the owner, who is the owner, and try to do that. Or let me do this. We'll just leave this daily. Let's try to do daily maybe. Yeah, this looks good. So here you have this 5 unresolved and 2 are 1 is resolved in this 2 dates. That's what I have done actually. So but in January there was no issues, so that's the reason it is just not showing up. So again, you can create a PDF and you can go ahead with you can send this emails. So this is all about issues instance bugs. Remember we opened the bugs. Those are the things the reports are basically. So now this is resolution time report. Let's find out what's this all about. Ooh, there is no resolution. Too bad. Okay, this doesn't, here it's not there because we didn't resolve anything, so that's the reason it's not showing up. And then we'll go to single level group by report. Here you have this option. I'll go with priority. You have this lot of option. Okay, label, status, reporter, who reported it, what project it is, issue type. No, I'm not. I'll be going as a priority and click on next. Oops, filter is required. How interesting. Okay, so can I search with this? I'll go with this. So this may really not giving me any kind of report here actually, but it's showing up all the user stories which are actually not resolved. So not that helpful for the reports section. Then we'll go to time since reports. You can also see that too. We'll just put as default. We'll just put a default and go ahead and click on, and this is how you can get this. So this is all based on issues, time since issues. So issues, what do you mean by issues? Issues means the bugs what you have created. Okay, now moving forward with this next level, forecast and management. For management perspective, we can go ahead and click on this and see. I have not used this, but we can generate this too. Very interesting. So here you have this report section. You can view this as Excel. Wow, never thought of this. These guys have changed a lot actually. There were no options like this previously, but you have a lot of options here actually right now. So okay, so I have issue with this Excel in my laptop, so that's the reason it's showing up. So don't worry about it. It will not show in your system. It's mine. So I'll go with editing things. Okay. So this is how this issue looks, and there's a URL. You can click on this, and it just supposed to go there and go to that. So you can also have this report. This is a time tracking report. how much time it is taken and how much time it will take and what's the accuracy of that, and all those things. Okay, so here these are various issues like task, bug, new feature, all this, and how the status is it done, in review, in progress, and all the stuff. So you can generate this report. Alright, so where did that Excel go? I think that's gone into download folder. I will, maybe I'll remove it later. So but here this is an option. Again, you have an option to go ahead and click on this. I don't think this looks good here. Yeah, oh, again I forgot to. If you're not doing that, this thing shows up everything, which I don't want it. I don't think even you want it. So PDF, if you want PDF, you can go ahead. This thing is okay. This removes some of the data, but no, this doesn't. Maybe just. I think that Excel thing is good, right? This thing is this Excel view to an Excel. This should be good, and it shows all the total exactly what is there. So this is time tracking report. So this is for management perspective, forecast and management. Let's see user workload report. So here this is where things get started. This is so what happens is this report is gets your manager to see how the performance of your, so they will look into this and how you assign, how are you working on it. So this is how the report shows up, how many projects you are working on, and you see this workload for that particular user. Okay, all those things. If you can configure this, it goes back the same thing actually. So that's pretty much about this reports workload pie chart. So what we'll go to is, okay, before that we'll just try to see this one. This one we didn't see, right? Version workload reports. There is no option here. There is no next option. I don't know. So I don't think that works. So we'll go back here and we'll go to workload pie chart, and here again I'll go with priority, time spent, and go to here. Oh, how interesting. So what you want to do here is, here you can change sprint. Since we have sprint, we can go with the sprint. Yeah, so here you have this option: 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 hours, 54 minutes. So we have sprint originally. So you can get various types of reports. So these reports are for agile, this is waterfall methodology. These reports are for waterfall methodology. Now let's see here. Close this. Okay, so we'll go to one waterfall, agile project. Let's select an agile project, and alright, here you have reports again. Now this time these reports are different. Okay, you know, these no, these are still included in this for issue analysis because all of these are related to issues. Okay. Alright, so here first we'll see a little bit of various reports in Agile. So we have this burn down chart. Let's try to understand this burn down chart. So this was there here too. So you can see here, here, but let's try to see it here first thing. So this is the actually the green color. You see this ideal burn down, and the blue color, you know, is it's ups and downs. The reason because there is an issue there, and we have to resolve that issue. We have to coordinate a lot of things, and that's the reason it goes ups and downs. So it's never ideal. So the green color is ideal because it's supposed to maintain that level, but never happens because sometimes coordination is important. Sometimes you open a bug that is a different team, so you have to coordinate with a different team and get it resolved. So that it takes more time. So that's the reason there is a delay here. So I'm sorry. So this chart is plotted with the number of hours on the y-axis and the x-axis number of days. So let's say this chart was for 1 month, 1 month agile project, and that was 1 month, and this was y-axis, it was for hours. Okay, so far so good. This is burn down chart. I'm sorry, burn down chart, right? Exactly. Now let's move to next one. Burn. So that is burn down, right? This is burn up. So why this burn up and burn? Burn means to burn the user story. How many have you completed in that particular time frame, right? Okay. So here you have this in y-axis, the story points, and the x-axis, the iteration. You see this iteration, and this is a burn up chart. So this is an ideal condition actually. When you have this in ideal condition, have this chart, but it doesn't show up here anything. Let's go to sprint 1 because sprint 1 was completed. It's too bad. We don't see any reports here, unfortunately. But ideally this should look like this. So it's supposed to look like this, and we don't have that. So I can navigate this. I'll go to burn up chart and see this. This chart cannot be understand. We didn't. There's no proper running report on this, so that's the reason it doesn't go up. Sprint report. Okay. We didn't talk about this retrospective time. So this retrospective, right? So whenever so what is this retrospective action? So we'll try to understand this. It's not related to reports. Maybe you can create a report on this, but so what is this retrospective? What happens is, okay, we are going to Confluence, back to Confluence. We'll cover that just in a moment actually. I mean in the next class. In the next class we'll cover the Confluence. That will be short. And okay, so the sprint retrospective is something which is from the Scrum Master decides that and plans that sprint retrospective. So what happens? See, Agile is always moving, right? So it's always improving. So you discuss what went good, what didn't go good, and how can we improve on that. So that's how what you discuss. It's actually a group meeting from developers, testers, and all those people. So that is sprint retrospective, and it's end of the sprint. Okay, so let's go to the velocity chart. Now velocity again. Too bad you have completed one sprint but doesn't show up. So similarly, you have different charts. You can this shows good. Cumulative flow chart. So overall the flow chart, you can see this looks good. These are the story points, not story points, so it's number of issues. So number of issues is here. So to do is 25, that means to do here is 25. In progress is in blue color, so in progress blue color. Done are this one. And this chart is from April 2017 to January 2019. This looks good. Cumulative flow diagram. This looks very interesting. How to read this chart? Shows the state. So this is useful. This is not useful for developers or testers. These are useful for the management perspective to understand the complexity of this project and how the project is moving and all those things. Okay, so that's the importance of this cumulative flow diagram. This looks good, and you can print it out. I'm sorry, not print out, just take PDF. One thing is good about this Chrome is you get this and you can use landscape, and this looks good. So if your boss asks you to do this, you can do this one. So let's go to the version report. I don't think there is a version, so I don't think, yeah, there is no version here. Epic report, there is no epic. We have not created many epics. Yeah. Let's go to this control chart. Let's find out. So this shows the time frame is 3 months. You can so this was good. You have this filter option. You can filter it, and the columns which is in progress, to do, or it's done. So let's go to do and remove this. So probably this was not a good idea. Okay. So this should be good. So this shows number of months. I'm sorry, number of actually December 18, 9, 16, 23. This kind of dates here. And this is the number of time here. Okay, 50, 100. This is kind of semi-logarithmic chart, right? Semi-log chart, right? Kind of that. So so we don't understand what is this here. And you don't have to, because this is done by the management. So this chart, once it gets prepared, they will go, the management sees here, and this is why this is taking this much time, what it has to do with it, and they will do their own research and development, their work, and they see what it has to improve, how can they improve this moving forward. So that's what it's useful. Not useful for testers or developers, no way. Only as a management perspective. Epic burn down, yeah, we didn't have this epic, so we don't have this much on this, even this chart. So this is agile. So agile chart. So agile and waterfall charts are different. Here in waterfall, you look more into this issues, how many bugs you have created, what is the age. You can still view those things. See, these are this. This looks good. Lot of data here. So you can average age report, seeing that from 30th Jan to 1st March. Oh, it's not even 1st March. How many issues were unresolved and all those things. That's very interesting. So and this is created versus resolved issues report. Since we did only one issues of this only spike kind of thing, let's go to pie chart. So pie chart you can go with, since we went already to priority, let's go to project level. There's a lot of projects, right? Let's try to see that. Too bad it's not showing good. We want more number of so we'll just, okay, let's print at least there are 8 sprints. This looks good. So this 12 are not is the backlogs. That means, so you see, you've seen in the previous class, right? There are backlogs in 4 are in the sprint, and 3 are 6th sprint, and 3 are in this. We are working on sprint 4, sprint 3, sprint 1, sprint 2. Where is sprint 2? See, the reason it's not showing sprint 2 because maybe there are no user stories in that. So in sprint 1 4, sprint 6 3, sprint 3 2, sprint 4 1. So that's good to know. Total number of issues. Issues include everything. So in Agile, issue means a defect, a task, a user story, a requirement, everything. But in waterfall methodology, you have to be very careful here, understanding the terminology. Waterfall methodology, issue means most probably it will be a bug. Okay, so that's about it. And can go to, so technically you can get I'm sorry, did I move fast here? Let's go back to our pie chart. So this is very big actually, this pie chart. You can create a lot more, like you can create for labels, status, epics. So epics we are not working right now. So we have seen for sprint was good. Priority, we have seen that one, right? Previously priority of 21 are medium and 1 is high. Okay, so that's in this project. You can select for this project and you can check it out for which project you're looking for. If you don't have access, you cannot see these projects here. So it's all on the access level. So this pie chart is really good. You have this lot of options in that, particularly in Jira. This actually in Rally it's different. There are no issues. So, time tracking report. Click on this. Yeah. So this is good in Excel. You want to download this Excel? Let's download once again. We'll show up here and oops, wrong button. Okay, so here we have this this is not report exactly. Yeah, it's kind of report, but this logo is not showing up good. I would have been bugged for that. Okay, so no, this is a defect, and oops, I don't know. Oh, I clicked this one. Actually, my default browser is Opera, so I think I clicked on that, and suddenly the Opera thing showed up. So sorry about that. I will close that right from here, and so we don't have that problem. Okay. Alright. We're supposed to get closed. Okay, good. So yeah, that I think it's not supposed to click on this. So if I click on this, that my default browser somehow is Opera. Not sure how. So that opened that Opera thing. So okay. So here, again, this you have status, priority. You can view all this in this report. Okay, good. So I'll delete this. Or if you want it as an handout, I don't think you want it as a handout, right? You can get through this, but either way, I'll put it in a handout for your information. But this really it's not helpful. This only thing is helpful when you generate it and try to understand it's what you're trying to do. Okay, so we'll go here. This Jira. I'll put it in a handout so you have some to see actually the report, how does it looks like. So that's pretty much for report section. So probably we are done with Jira. Actually, technically we are done with the Jira, but there is one more what I have to explain is Confluence. So we will see that in the next class. Okay, and go ahead and you navigate through this and try to see this charts. Okay, various charting. You really don't decide that. That is decided by Scrum Master, unless you're a Scrum Master. Or manager, project manager, they decide all this chart. But as a developer tester, you don't really use much of this. But it's good to know. You have to know that this is the reports, because sometimes your boss tells you to get this report, so you have to get this report on this. And so that's pretty much. I hope you like this video, and next class we'll discuss. Next class will be the last class for this Jira, and we will end this. I've guess taking too much time. And we will discuss about this on Confluence. That will be a short class, and we'll see how it works it out. That is, Confluence is a little tricky. They have changed a lot in that, but still it's a little bit hard to understand. But we'll go through that and see how it is useful for us. And I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.